almost as if every single story is the same in essence. I'm actually sitting in my soon-to-be new home. 14. Why are we rolling so high this month? Really shot myself in the foot here, but you know, it's fine. Hello, lovely bookworms. I'm Esmay from Paradise Pages on Instagram and also on Twitter, and welcome to a new monthly TBR. It is once again time to whip out the Game of the Books board. As you can see, I'm still using my DESERTATHON board from last year because I am still very happy with the way I made it. Also, something that's probably apparent is the change of background. I have a TBR cart on my left, bookshelf at the back, and I'm actually sitting in my soon-to-be new home. So if you hear some clicking in the background, boyfriend's also here. So that's strange. I've never filmed in front of anyone before, but bear with me. In any case, we are gonna start with the same board. I've already done my rolls. Nothing's really changed. I do explain it quite quickly in the first roll. So without further ado, let's just dive into roll number 1. Hello and welcome to a new round of Game of the Books. We are back with the board. Oh, the board is coming loose. And we are back with our trusty little elephant, our little elephant guy, our D20, our cards, and just the same old colors. So orange is physical TBR, yellow will be whatever I want it to be, physical, digital, whatever. Then red is one of your recommendations or favorites or something that I got from someone else. Then gray will be I can choose a different prompt or a different card and see which one I like best. And then I have my wild cards. Also, if we surpass the 63, which is underneath here, there's actually a sun underneath here, so no 63, but it comes after 62. Then we are doing an extra roll. So let's do 5 as we always do and start with the first roll. 19. We are starting off really high. Let's see. 19. I feel like this is gonna be the day. Alright, we are starting off with a gray, so let's see what the first card gives me. Come on. Read a book you recently acquired. Alright, I think I like that one, so let's just start with this one. Recently acquired is going to be, I don't know, in the last couple months for me, because I haven't bought that many, but that's recently for me. So that's the first one. Okay, so roll number 1 was gray, and for this one I have to read a book that I recently acquired. This is a book that I actually bought quite a while ago, but I haven't picked up at all, which was secondhand, and I'm not sure if it's secondhand by the way, but it was discounted. And this is Marple, 12 New Stories, 12 Great Writers, 1 Agatha Christie. So this is a collection of short stories of Miss Marple stories written by new authors or current authors. So we have Naomi Alderman, Lee Bardugo, Alyssa Cole, Lucy Foley, Ellie Griffiths, Nathalie Haynes, Jean Walk, I think, Val McDermott. I should have thought this through before I start naming all of the authors. Karen M. McManus, Drita Say Mitchell, Kate Moss, and Ruth Ware. Of this list, I think I know 3 or have read works from 3 of these, so Lee Bardugo, Lucy Foley, and Ruth Ware. So I am quite excited to get into it. I love the fact that it's sort of it's not completely floppy, but it is a little bit of a, I don't know, it's a fun paperback to read. So I think I will read this physically, and I really love the spine of this. So the book itself is white, but it has these, it's almost as if it's a pattern of jeans. I don't know how to explain it, but these are 12 short stories. I've never read Marple before, which is probably why I gravitated towards this one. If it would have been 12 Poirot short stories, I'm not sure I would have liked it or picked it up, but considering I've never read Marple before, I don't know what to expect from Marple by Agatha Christie. So I'm really excited to dive right into this guy. I think this is going to be fun, just picking up and then reading 1 story a day, something along those lines. And we'll see. The first one is Evil in Small Places by Lucy Foley, so that's off to a great start. And let's just move on to the second roll. Moving on to the second prompt. Oh my gosh, that is another 19. Can you see that? That is another 19. We are so surpassing the 63. Alright, 6 books it is. Oh, 19. A red. Sorry, I missed one. A red, so one of your recommendations. Read a book in your favorite genre. Okay, that's good. So that is the second prompt. Okay, so role number 2 was a red, meaning I have to read one of your recommendations, favorites, something I've acquired or want to read because of you guys. And for that, that is read a book in your favorite genre. I think this is by far the best prompt I could have gotten for this one, meaning that the options here were almost endless. And I decided to go for a book that I own physically. Let me quickly grab it. And this is one of Sari's favorites. I know that she's been raving about this series, especially lately, but in general. And so I'm going to be reading Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I do have to say that I already started it a little bit. I'm like 60 to 70 pages into it. But considering we're nearly in the month of August, which is strange in any case, I thought I would bring this one over. And if I finish this, or most of it, in July still, I am gonna pick up the sequel to this, so I'm gonna, in any case, read these. I am excited to get back into the world of Caraval. I think Caraval, Legendary, and Finale were one of my absolute favorites back when I read them. The writing style of Stephanie Garber is so magical, and I hope that it kind of reflects in this. I do know that this is a story about Jex. Other than that, don't know that much. We'll see. I really loved her writing style back then, but I think I read the first book approximately 5 years ago, so my taste might have changed, but nonetheless, very excited to pick this one up. Moving on to role number 3. 12. 12, okay. Another recommendation, so it's another red. Let's see. Read a book with immortal beings. I had this one last month actually, so I'm gonna skip this one and get another card, and I'm gonna take this one out. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm cheating a little bit. Deserted, read a previous DNF. I don't think I even have any of those. I'm thinking, because there's not a lot, like there's a couple of books that I would have started but not continued. I think I'm gonna go for that one then. But do I have any of those that are recommendations? We're gonna have to figure it out. Alright, so that is the third one. Okay, so the next one is another red, and that one is Deserted, read a previous DNF. And considering it's a red, it also has to be a recommendation. This was difficult, and I think there's only one book that I started then didn't continue because I wasn't in the mood for it at that moment. It is also something that is completely out of my comfort zone, and so we're gonna have to do it. I am actually gonna continue on with the Illuminae files. That is sci-fi. I am not a sci-fi reader, and it is also huge. So I'm going to be continuing Gemina. Gemina was a recommendation by Femke. I know that she loves these books very much. This is something that is out of my comfort zone, but I did really like Illuminae. I also love the fact that this is mixed media, which is just a really cool format. I'm pretty sure I got this book from Femke as well. I did. And I just really have to continue these. I read Memento last month, I want to say, and I actually quite enjoyed it, so I just have to continue on with the Illuminae files. They're just very chunky and they are very intimidating, but once you actually get into the stories, they're quite easy to read and quite easy to digest. Very sad though. I cried over an AI, so that was great. In any case, I really need to continue this one, and I think that Femke will be happy that I am doing so. Moving on to number 4. We are so getting close to this. This is not good. That is 15. I think we've surpassed it at this point. 15. Yellow, so that means I can do whatever, but I have surpassed it, so we're adding another roll at the end. Yellow is read a book with some type of an animal. Gosh, okay. There's that one. Okay, so we have surpassed 63, meaning that I have to add an additional roll after this. Thumbs up for that. So it's 6 books this month, not 5. Really shot myself in the foot here, but you know, it's fine. In any case, next one was a yellow, meaning I can do almost whatever I want, and for this one I have to read a book with some type of animal in it. There are quite a few middle grades that I could pick for this. I've really been in the mood to read middle grades lately, so that is definitely something I wanted to do. And then I actually saw this standing on my TBR cart and thought, this is the perfect book to read for this prompt, and that is The Shark Collar by Zilla Bethel. This is about, I think, a boy who wants to become a shark collar, and I'm pretty sure that, considering the title already has an animal in it, there will be quite a couple of animals in here, so that's why I chose this one. Other than the fact that I know this is about a boy who wants to become a shark collar and it can be a little perilous, I don't know that much, and I am excited just to go into it this way. I'm pretty sure that this was a book that Femke got double or something along those lines. Oh, the dust jacket is like the book is falling apart. That's okay. I'll see what I think about it. I've really been into the mood for middle grades lately. It's either middle grade or adult, because young adult just doesn't hit the same way it used to. Actually, I had a conversation with Femke about this lately, where we discuss the fact that middle grade just doesn't give us what we want anymore. I said middle grade, I meant young adult, because it's very predictable and it's almost as if every single story is the same in essence. So it's either middle grade or adult lately, and I'm just really excited to read this, so we'll see what I think about it. All right, roll number 5, and sadly not the last roll. Let's just continue on. A 2. Of course, now we roll low. 1, 2. Oh, sorry, let me show you so you believe me. A 2. And that's a gray. Let's see. Read a book where the characters travel. Okay, I'm gonna at least grab another card and see if I like that one better. Read a book with 300 or more pages. I'm gonna go for the last one, and this one is gonna go out. We are going for a gray, and that was read a book with 300 or more pages. And for this one, I am going to go for a middle grade again, and that one is Karma Moon Ghost Hunter. This in general just sounds so interesting that I can't not put it on my TBR. I think from what I've sort of read a little bit of the synopsis, it's about a girl who just goes into haunted mansions and then hunts ghosts. That just sounds very cool to me. I know that's more of a October Halloween-y kind of read, but I've been in the mood for this for months, and so I'm finally putting it on my TBR so I can read it. So yeah, really excited. I'm gonna be reading this via an ebook or an audiobook, because I'm pretty sure that Scribd has it, because I don't own it physically, but that is gonna be completely fine. I can either read it on my iPad or I can listen to it on my phone when I drive. It's perfect. So that is going to be book number 5, and then onto the final roll. And then of course number 6. I don't have any more hands or fingers on one hand, so let's do the final roll. Not really. 14. Why are we rolling so high this month? 14. Okay. $14 is 18, and that is a physical TBR. Let's see, what does it say? Read a book with more than 400 pages. All right, I have my pages cut out for me, it seems. Right, that's the final one. Of course, a 400-page book to add at the end of everything. That's book number 6. Okay, so we have another paged book related prompt. So this is an orange, and for this one I have to read a book that is over 400 pages. And for this one I'm gonna read the final book in the Chariot at Midnight series, which is The Chariot at Dusk. I read the first and the second book during DESERTATHON, and I just never continued them. I really liked the first book. I think I was gifted it on Christmas or my birthday, either or, and I continued with the second one during DESERTATHON, and I just really want to finish up the trilogy. This one is, I kind of don't remember what happened in the second one, so that's gonna be difficult. I might have to read a quick summary. My memory is leaving me. It's again one of those young adults that feels very similar, but I did really enjoy it because of the fact that it's a desert vibe read. We all know that that is my jam. So I'm gonna hopefully finish a trilogy this month, and that is gonna be my final book. So those are the 6 books. I have 4 of them physically. Let me quickly compile the stack and show you what my reading will hopefully look like this month. Alright, so we have the stack here. So that's going to be The Shark Collar, Marple, Gemina, Once Upon a Broken Heart, and then I have Karma Moon, and I have The Chariot at Dusk. I think it's an interesting stack with all different types of reads. So I have middle grades, I have murder mystery, I have a sci-fi in here, there's fantasy, there's all types of things. So I'm really interested to see which I will like best this month, and you know, we will see how far I can get, because in August I'm also going on holiday. That does mean I will have a drive of, I don't know how many hours. We're going to France, so hopefully I can read a little bit as we drive there, but no clue. So that is going to be the month of August. That said, I want to again thank you so much for watching. Little quick note though, if I switch out any of these books and I fit the prompt, I am fine with that. Reading needs to be fun, not a chore. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and press the little bell icon so you can post notifications every single time that we post, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye!